He talks more like this normally, though. Oh,
Yo, baby.
And I think we might be live? Question mark? Hey, howdy, hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to Friends Who Roll Dice, featuring Arium, as written by and run by Will. Thank you for running this for us. So this month, as you've probably seen on our Twitter, we're going to be running a whole bunch of charity streams. We're raising money this month for RAIN, which is an organization that they help survivors and people in dangerous situations, specifically domestic violence, which during COVID, obviously, people are stuck at home in very dangerous situations. So we're going to be raising money for them and hopefully help some people who find themselves in those situations. And we're also going to be raising money for the Earth Day Network, which is an organization that deals with climate action and climate change. Especially given all of the wildfires and all the natural disasters that have been happening as a result of climate change. We want to help there too and raise money for that as well. And yeah, maybe introduce ourselves and go around the table, and then we'll. Oh wait, actually, I never host these things. I'm really bad at this because we do have sponsors. So I'm going to do that first, and then we can go around the table. So just real quick, just a quick shout out to DM Emporium, which is run by our very own Jotra, aka Hitchhiker of the Mind. It is your one-stop shop for anything you might need for tabletop games. If you want fancy drinking horns or like costumes or especially dice, which is where I get my dice from. And yeah, so it's a pretty great place. And I just saw a comment in chat, so I just got distracted. It's really easy to distract me. I'm talking so fast. I'm so sorry. Another shout out to So Nerdware. They sponsor a lot of different channels. Probably seen Maddie around. Really great folks over there. So check out their site. They have a whole bunch of t-shirts. I definitely have a lot of gay D&D shirts. It's great. It's a personal brand of mine. And yeah, thank you, So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. I feel like everyone else is so better at this. They have like fun little jingles. I'm just panic babbling, so that's
You're
just
doing
going to have to be
amazing.
okay.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
Also, thank you to Grinding Coffee. Their coffee's great. I get my coffee from there, and it's awesome, especially if you're a nerdy coffee drinker. It is owned by Black and LGBT folks, and so supporting those communities is super important. And also, like, coffee. That's it. That's the take. So, Grinding Coffee. And shout out to Rule of Lore. Thank you for gifting some subs for us. You guys are really great. Mwah. And let's introduce ourselves, yeah? And I'm going to tag Will. Boop.
I'm Will. Hi. Yeah. We're going to play Arium tonight. Arium is my game. So yeah, this group is really awesome. We actually came together late last week, and we built this world using Arium. Arium Create, which we just released to all of our backers from the Kickstarter. Like, when was it? Gosh. Was it today? I think it might have been today. Anyway,
Yeah.
So backers have that book now, and they can start to use those rules to make their own world. But we didn't want to stream that. We want to stream story. So that's what we're going to do. But everything that you hear about, this group created together using this game. So really excited about it. And it's a lot of fun. It's a very, very cool and interesting world. And it's going to be tons of fun. So
it's really interesting. It's good.
It is. Yeah.
It'll be so good.
You can
wild.
find me around. I'm around in places. If you Google Adept Icarus, that's the name of the company that makes the game. You can find. There you go. That's all you need. I will tag. Who will I tag? Who's near me on the screen? I will tag Amanda. Uh-oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Okay, so I'm Amanda Romero. I am reporting live from a hotel lobby in Houston on hotel Wi-Fi. So that's why I have my mask on to prevent the spread of COVID-19. You can find me on Twitter at PandaCabra. I am extremely new to tabletop RPGs, and I'm so glad I found the folks at Friends Who Roll Dice. They've been really welcoming and provided me a lot of great opportunities to get out there and play some games that I would never have thought I would play. So yeah, I am going to tag Type O.
How dare you? No. Hello there. I'm Typo. I appear randomly on streams such as Friends Who Roll Dice, Polish Cryptid Channel, and Featherfall Tabletop. You can find me playing such characters as a crazy old man or a small child. But yeah, I don't do too much else. I don't do any streaming of my own, but I pop up a lot, and I'm super appreciative for these guys for having me. I'm psyched for the session, and you can follow me on my Twitter if you'd like. But hey, up to you. I will pass the buck now to Amy Ketch.
That's so cute.
That was harder than I thought. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hi, I'm Amy. I exist on the internet. That's about it. I really like D&D. This is actually my first time playing a TTRPG outside of D&D, and I'm super excited because yeah, it's such a cool world. It's my first time world building too, or like world building an RPG. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I will tag Liv.
Hello, my name's Liv. You can find me on Twitter at Live in a Day. Really any social media. It's Live in a Day. You can find me there. I stream nothing but tabletop RPGs outside of D&D. So I am part of Total Party Chill's Under the Table. It's a Monday night show where we try out different game systems, and we're about to start season 2. So definitely come check us out at the top of the season to get involved with the game. But yeah, I'm super duper excited. I love being on like Friends Who Roll Dice. This is my second time, and I'm just glad that they let me come back because y'all are awesome. Oh, and then we're passing it down to Cole.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't introduce myself at all, did I? Hey, howdy, hey, it's Cole. You can find me at Cole Moriel, and I am the artist for Friends Who Roll Dice, who's definitely doesn't have a lot on her plate at all, like ever. So yeah, so that's all I got. My brain just kind of I do a lot of singing and dancing.
A mí también, you're good to go.
And I'm gonna pass it back to Will.
All right. Well, a couple things I want to just hit. Well, no, let's do this. So the title of the stream that we created together as part of our creation process is Cambium: Secrets of the Shifting School. Liv, do you want to tell us really quickly what Cambium is, just for our audience?
Yeah, sure thing. So Cambium is like, you know how there's different cells if like, you know, you're a human or like a creature or a plant. So Cambium is the cells that are, it's like part of the cellular makeup of the rings of a tree. So like that's part of the reason why the rings of a tree look that way.
Very cool.
I'm not a scientist, so
there is a tree involved in this world that we created. So next, I'm going to give you a brief quote just to give you a little bit of flavor of this world. This is a quote from one of the people that we created together as a group. And I'm going to ask our players to actually guess, if they can, who gave this quote. It's not one of you, obviously, right? It's someone else. So I'll let you think about that while I read it. So, the university, for it has no other name, perches near the heart of Cambium. It must perch, you see, if it can indeed be said to do anything so mundane. From time to time, it will adjust itself, shifting from one leg to the other on its branch of the great tree. But may the great old ones spare you their gaze, should it ever spread its wings to take flight. Any guesses?
Is it a maintenance worker?
Huh.
It's not.
Eliza Undina.
Bingo.
Bam.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was one of her more talkative days. Okay. With that, I'm going to kick us off. So, this is a day much like the next at the university. You're seated around a table that looks like a tragedy of modern art, with every seat a riot of color and shape. Form does not compete with function here. Every flat surface is an inductive charger for your devices, and outlets for less able devices decorate the north-facing side. No, Cambium has its sights set on a purpose much less understood when it comes to the common area outside Johann's, the campus commissary. Today, it's this. Yesterday, it was picnic benches, and last week, it was hand-hewn mahogany with lush purple cushions. Across the quad, the stuff of nightmares walks hand in hand with, well, someone else's nightmare. The most prestigious school in the known universe admits those with the most keen desire to learn and encourages all to apply. On the far side of Johann's, what first appears to be a horse with two riders canters toward the dorms. Trucklin, the Knuckle-Levy, gives Darla, the double amputee cheerleader, a lift down while simultaneously sprouting a third arm to fist bump a nearby satyr. But all is not quirks and fun. You see the ground shift and cant toward the great tree across the entire quad, and people stumble, some reaching for each other for support. Two figures appear. The first cloaked in pure black robes rising from a portal in the ground, and the other in brilliant turquoise slacks to match their eyes, a prim belt and a flowing white top tucked in at the front, floats down from an unseen location. The professors do not acknowledge each other, but proceed to motion weave. The first, with flowing movement and grace, steadies the students and helps them to remain upright. The second, feet set wide apart, making deliberate, succinct movements with force and determination, slowly slows the school's tipping motion. Soon, the world is right again, and the figures stride off in opposite directions. You return to the missive at hand, a group text you've all received from the newspaper club advisor, advising you to investigate a robbery of the Broken Lantern, a noted artifact that has been stored on campus for as long as any student can remember. The message from Advisor Fenowitz is curt in their usual style. Perhaps if you ask, they'll provide more details, but it would be the first time. And I think this is a good time for our characters to introduce themselves. Let's go the opposite direction. Let's start with Typo.
Oh, okay. Let's say. Introduce my character. Oh, you'd like to know who I am? Well, I am that hexed corruption which stains the earth with 1,000 festering limbs, whose loathsome viridescent tainted abyss does scorn the feeble geometric laws of man, keeper of that most fragile lie, confessor of repellent truth, and blasphemous scion of the slumbering kings. But you can just call me Hex for short, or Hex if you're feeling lazy. I am a shadow creature, or technically I'm a creature of eldritch black magic given form. And like many a shadow creature might, I have roughly, all black skin. And with a little bit of green highlights, because, you have to have a little bit of flair in your life. I can shape shift and I can corrupt anything that I touch. Except I don't corrupt people with my teeth. The 1,000 gaping maw, if you see one of those coming towards you, it's probably for your own safety. Or I'm hungry. I'll let you guess.
Excellent.
I almost forgot one thing. I am siblings with one of the other characters. We'll cover that in there. So.
I think that is a perfect segue to talk about Sabine.
Hello, I'm Sabine. I have dark blue skin and white hair and horns that come up. And when I woke up again after the time before, I awoke with strange markings on my face and horns, and I was no longer flesh. I was almost incorporeal. That's where I found Hext, of course. And we found ourselves back again. So I'm sort of relearning things. I guess the rest you'll have to find out along with me.
Great. Let's hear from Mai.
Oh, hello. I'm Mai Take, or I guess Mai for short. I'm a myconid, or I guess those who aren't familiar. I look like a little mushroom. Well, I don't really have much to say, but I believe in the tree and the building, and they're the ones who give us life and purpose, and the tree especially. And so I've trained myself in the arts. If I do not dance every day to the tree, I fear one day it might swallow me whole. But it hasn't swallowed me whole yet, so I think I'm doing a good job.
I will eat this tree if it
Wonderful.
dares to swallow you whole.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Let's hear from Narita, sorry.
Hey there. My name is Narita Lichtenberg. And I have skin almost like the color of the ocean in shallow water. You see, the thing is, I love storms. I love lightning. It's my namesake after all. Except I don't like technology. You see, my hands, they spark with electricity because I can control lightning. And I tend to short circuit every single piece of technology I've ever owned. So excuse me that I am a little old-fashioned, and I don't really like computers or technology that much. And also apologies if I do end up shocking you just a little bit.
Fantastic. And we need to end with Usa.
Hi, yes. My name is Usa M. Agus. Yes, that Agus. So I do come from a long family of Gorgons. But you don't have to worry about that, I promise. I've never done anything. I mean, like, the only things that I freeze are like my photos, so you don't have to worry about that at all. I do have very, very long snakes that like to curl and twist around each other. They are black with red and orange highlights. If you look them up, they're Kenyan sand boas because we do research here. Yes. And darker skin with orange and red scales, almost like the freckles that I see on people from time to time. I imagine they're kind of like that. But yes, I am here at the university to study magic. I come from a long line of sorcerers, and that is great. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Just a second after the events where the professors came out and righted things, you actually see two ancient looking and nearly identical men in plain gray clothing, punctuated only by their mustard yellow fez and vest, of a maintenance worker. And they appear from behind a hedgerow west of the quad and move out into the area, sweeping it for things that are out of place, putting them carefully back where they belong before turning around to disappear once again behind the hedgerow that they appeared from. All right. So what's going on, y'all?
It would seem that we received a text.
I guess we should probably go meet with the professor, but I don't know what we're supposed to be doing today.
Wait, sorry, what is it? What does it say? I didn't read it.
It's okay.
I read it, but it was several minutes of us talking about ourselves before we and I kind of forgotten.
Let's
Here, I'll
see.
put-
I have my
I'll
phone
put
here.
it
Oh.
The exact wording of the text was, "The lantern is missing, period. Investigate, period."
The lantern is missing.
I
guess
Okay.
we should talk to him. I don't really know what lantern he's talking about.
There's a
lot of lanterns.
There's a famed broken lantern
Ah.
that is an artifact that could be the subject of your advisor's text. But who's to say? Maybe it's just some everyday lantern.
Maybe a robber broke into his home. Or maybe he upset the tree. Wonder if he did his daily ritual.
I don't I don't think it's about the tree.
Never doubt that tree's ability. The building and the tree are crafty, I'll tell you that. They've stolen my socks more times than I can count.
That's
That's
true.
why I just walk around barefoot.
Yeah, it's funny. He says that it's the building stole his socks. You've never seen him wear socks. It's always sandals with him.
Aren't you corporeal? Aren't you incorporeal,
Oh,
Sabine?
looking down, he is barefoot for once. Oh, yes. Well, I usually wear the sandals so that my feet don't corrupt the ground I walk on. You can see like his footprints in the distance, black and cracked earth with every step. However, given that it stole my sock collection, I'm kind of rebelling against the building at the moment.
I just tried to make a joke. Ha ha ha.
It was very funny. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you. But yes, I think we should go talk to him. The text seemed a little vague.
It does. I mean, there is the lantern. There's like this famous broken lantern, and that might be it, but you should probably at least go get some leads and everything. Plus, I need to get my camera.
Okay. Well, I suppose we head off if there's no dissent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where are you heading? You're heading to Advisor Fenowitz's office?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You do, and his office is across the quad in the Olympus building. And it is on the third story. This is interesting, right? You're actually the university is a component, sort of one of the branches of the tree. If you look up, you can see the sun through the dappled leaves of the tree. Here it appears to be open, and there's sky above, but no sun. You don't see a sun, just bright blue sky and tree. Yeah. As you walk across, nothing of note stands out to you, but when you enter the building, as usual, you see another maintenance worker who sort of shuffles around the corner down behind the elevator maintenance area as you enter.
Do you ever wonder where they go?
All the
Oh,
time.
yes, there are many secrets regarding them. I can only imagine. I like peer out, like head craning to look at him and like see if I can see where he's going.
I reach out and like grab Hex's shoulder. Like, I don't know.
Ooh, careful with that. If you touch me, you will. It's very bad.
Yeah, the second Hex turns, like Uza's head just drops and she just like keeps walking.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. The advisor's office is on the 6th floor. You can take the stairs or the elevator.
Okay.
Very bad things tend to happen when I ride the elevator, so I will meet you guys up there.
Well, Narita, you shouldn't
Go
walk
with
alone.
you.
I'll walk with you.
Yeah, it's only 2 flights of stairs.
6.
6?
No. It's fine.
It's only 2 times 3 flights of
Yeah.
stairs.
It's 2
It's
flights
very,
of
it's a
stairs
very
and 2
small
more
number
times.
if you think
Yeah.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
In the vast
You just
of the
go
cosmos, it's
one,
nearly
and then
nothing.
you do another one, and then just another one after that, and then another one a little bit afterwards. It will be fine, I think.
Yeah. And when you get to the top, it's 2, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you all taking the stairs then?
Yeah. Comrades.
I look over at my sister and go like, like at the 5th flight of stairs, everybody's like holding on to the railing, pulling themselves up the rest of the way. I just kind of glance over to Sabine, like, I feel like we're cheating and not having physical stamina.
I stopped thinking about that a while ago. Being
Muscles
corporeal has advantages too.
Can you give us mere physical beings a lift to the last floor?
Oh my God.
It's fine. We got it.
Yeah, let me just. Okay. Okay, I can make it.
Should you defibrillate your own heart like that?
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, you make it to the 6th floor and find your way to Professor Ismail Finowitz's office. He is there, and he's an interesting looking fellow. He has red tinged skin and diminutive little horns and long white flowing hair. And he peers at you. Have you already solved the case then?
Well, we were sort of wondering what lantern you were talking about because there's like a lot. And we were wondering if you were talking about the famous one or if you were talking about like maybe one in your office, or you look really disappointed. I think I'm good at reading body language better these days. I think we did something wrong.
Wait,
No.
I've got an idea. I hold up my lens of revealing to him. Is he disappointed?
Or is he angry?
Is he
You know
upset or is he merely disappointed in us?
You know what? Let's have our first roll of the night. Let's have you roll. I think that'll be fun.
Yes.
Let's have you roll. Let's see. Let's have you roll social.
Okay.
But
that's a 2.
Yeah. But you will get, because you've got your boon, right? So you'll get plus 2D. I'm gonna have you roll, but your target is a 1, sir. So
okay.
tell us what happens.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 3 successes out of 4.
Okay. How many sixes did you get?
1 6.
1 6. Okay, good to know. Make sure and let me know if you get 2 sixes anytime you're rolling, or if you get 2 1s. All right. Okay. You you hold up your glass of revealing, and his frown intensifies a little bit, and you can see that he's not exactly disappointed, but he is a little frustrated. It's a dad term. It's okay. Anyway, he's a little frustrated, maybe a little put out. Will you please put that thing away?
Yes.
My eldritch eyes reveal to me that he is slightly frustrated with us.
Professor Fenowitz,
Is-
we were only coming by because I didn't have my camera, so it's not their fault. It's on me. I'm sorry.
Sabine looks at Usa.
I see. You're so seldom without your camera. Well, very well. You know,
Usa
a good
runs over and
photographer
gets it.
always keeps their camera ready for
Yes.
the right moment.
Right.
Photojournalism waits for no one.
Right.
Yes. Very well. Yes, I was speaking of the famed broken lantern, the artifact of which our university has been a caretaker for these many years. On the other hand, should you find yourself lost somewhere in the dark, perhaps a lantern that works could be useful to you. So maybe find one of those as well.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else?
Your hair looks lovely today.
You know what? His cheeks get just a tiny bit redder. And he says, thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
We'll
Good
get to the
day.
bottom of this.
Yes, I'm certain you will.
I slink out while his mood is slightly elevated.
Yeah, we usher out.
Okay.
Sabine, Usa.
Yes.
I had my sheet
Your
open, not
Pokemon for a
yours.
second.
Sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Sabine? No, okay. Usa,
Yes.
us being late wasn't your fault.
I mean, no, it wasn't, but, there's no reason to upset the professor. It's fine. It's okay.
She looks at you quizzically, but doesn't say anything.
Should we get started?
Yes, I was thinking that we should start with maybe if there's security footage, trying to get inside and seeing if the building saw anything.
It's true. It's always possible that the building also could have taken it, so we might as well start there. Rule the building out as a suspect.
Anyone know where the security room is today? Because
What? You don't know where the security room is? But I thought you knew everything about the tree in the building.
I mean, I knew where it was yesterday, but I haven't really made my rounds, so I don't know where the security room is anymore.
Ah. This is a predicament. If only somebody had some sort of lens or revealing to help find something.
Hex, not to bother you. One, you're doing the thing. 2, you do know the truths of the universe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget to close some of my mouths.
You have a lot of mouths. They're all lovely, but you do have a lot of mouths.
I do think they're lovely. He begins extending several tendrils of shadow and just horrible gaping maws filled with various gnashing needle-like teeth flex in front of you.
Like teeth. Oh my god.
Usa is looking down, but her snakes are excited. Like, you know when a dog sees another dog? That's what her snakes are doing.
Oh my gosh.
They're just like, whoa!
No,
I see that. The tendrils recede. My hair changes shape, rattles like a snake for a moment, and then recedes back to normal. Its normal flowy nature.
So, things to do. We should go and look for the security room. Then we'll check the cameras. And then we will figure things out from there, yes?
Oh,
Sounds
we could
good.
ask a maintenance worker. Maybe they'll know.
I don't... Are you sure we should talk to them?
I mean, they've never said anything rude.
They don't really say anything at all, to be fair.
That's
all the more reason to
That's
try.
Very true.
We are part of the Journalist Club. It is our duty to find the scoop and get to the bottom of the mystery, even if that means facing down mysterious maintenance workers. I suppose. I didn't really read the job description.
Rock scroll spheres? Shears? We should not actually do this on Zoom because it's always so hard.
Yeah.
What did you say?
We shouldn't do it on stream because I always feel like you can never get the timing right.
Oh no, I was gonna say what you I heard shears and cheers, but I can't remember
Oh, it was rock scroll shears.
Rock scroll shears. Ooh, that does not roll off the tongue very well.
No, it doesn't. There's a reason why it's named the way it is. Oh, whoa! We just got raided.
Wow.
Hello, Raiders.
Whoa,
Welcome.
the Amazons! Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to our Arium stream. We're raising money for RAIN and Earth Day organization. RAIN helps survivors of domestic violence and people in dangerous situations. So we're raising money for them, especially during quarantine. And we're also raising money for Earth Day Network, which is an organization that helps with climate change, given all of the natural disasters that have also been going on simultaneously because 2020, why not? And we are currently investigating a stolen broken lantern in our very strange building world that is constantly shifting. One day you might have a sock drawer. The next day the building might decide now it's on a different floor. Good luck. And that's where we're at.
Now it's filled with a bunch of IOUs. Stupid building.
We're also a whole bunch of nerdy monsters in the newspaper club. Usa turns to Mai and is like, so I think that maybe you should talk to the maintenance workers. You know, you have a connection with the tree. They tend to the building. They might like you more than, you know, some of us.
You're muted.
Huh?
Usa, you
I'm
need to
still muted.
use your mouth.
Oh.
I do that too much sometimes.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can do that. I mean, they're always taking care of the building, so they can't be bad. And yeah, they've never said anything bad, so.
I'll go with you.
Oh, thank you. Let's do it.
I'll spy on you guys from a distance.
Oh, okay.
Sabine thinks nothing of that and just starts happily floating along, waiting for Mai.
I would say he smiles warmly, but he's learned not to smile to people and just keeps his mouth shut and smiles with the eyes instead. Being a horrible shadow creature.
Yes, Tyra, smile.
like two mini mouths that are smiling downwards. Yeah.
We wander around to try and find maintenance workers to see if they'll talk to us.
Okay. Where do you want to look? Do you want to go back to the first floor? Do you want to look around this floor? Do you want to head outside?
I mean, I feel like I normally see them outside, so is everyone okay making the trek back down?
I wish I could help with that. I haven't learned how to do that yet.
Going down's always easier than going up, though, right? No problem. You can make it downstairs.
I've got. Oh, I see. You're all very tired from your physical exertion. I've got an idea that should help you. And I am going to reach in and I'm going to like take out a large nylon tarp because ordinary cloth immediately begins to rot and like get corrupted inside of me when it touches me. But nylon's, it's so synthetic, it doesn't even bother it. And I place on the ground and I'm going to get underneath the nylon like a toboggan. You guys can get on if you'd like.
Oh,
That's a new trick.
that's so cool.
Yes, I thought of it after watching the X Games.
What are the X Games?
Well, it's apparently where people do crazy stunts on various vehicles and motorbikes and whatnot in a strange attempt to die.
Oh,
They don't seem to be very good at it. Most of them live, though.
why don't they just die then?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not as flashy if they don't do it the way they're doing.
What a weird game. Anyways, let's go look for some maintenance workers.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to ride down the stairs and hexed toboggan?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Is that
Go
the
shadow
Heck yeah.
toboggan.
I think we're gonna need another roll. I would like actually everyone to roll body. If you have something, a boon or a bane that you think might help you, then that's fine. For those of you who aren't the toboggan, you just need one, right? It's a little bumpy, but for the toboggan, it'll be a little more difficult, right? So I'm gonna need you to make a few successes here for us. So let's go with 3.
Okay. I'm going to channel my Eldritch Shapeshifter biology for this.
Yes, you will.
Add some seat belts, perhaps. Maybe. Okay. That is, frick me, 3 5s and 1 1. So
Should have
3
been
5s.
more than that, right?
That's a success?
I think you should be rolling like 8 dice. If I'm looking at your character sheet, right?
Oh, wait. You're right. I got. Okay. I correct myself. I have 2 1s and yeah. So I have 3 successes and 2 1s.
3. Okay. Good.
I roll 8 dice.
And what did everyone else roll?
X?
You get
Yeah, I
at
have
least
one success.
Okay.
Ew.
I wasn't sure if you wanted me to roll because I kind of imagined I was floating behind.
Oh no, you're
everybody.
good. You don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot hear. I can't hear Amanda.
I have one success.
One success. Okay, cool. So everybody got one. Did you get one, Mai?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. I'll tell you what. So you're going to succeed, right? And the interesting thing is, Hex is able to do something funky because of his shapeshifter because of their shapeshifter abilities. So you come down and like at each corner in the steps, just kind of glides around it and sort of bends so that it can keep going down, right? And so you're on a pretty fast and I would say probably fun ride. However, when you get to the bottom, there is a maintenance worker at the bottom of the steps, and you go right over him. Yeah.
Oh, right over him, as in
Right.
we sail over him, or right over him as like he gets isekai.
Slap.
You collide with him, and he is down on the ground.
Oh,
Not
no.
isekai, sir.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He was hit by Truck Chan.
Maintenance worker got hit
And
by
that's your complication,
toboggan.
by the way. So
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair. I found a
Oh,
maintenance worker.
I don't know if that is
Okay, this is
Um,
not good. This is
gonna float over to the maintenance worker.
Are we going to have to hide? I look over to Sabine. Are we going to have to hide the body again?
This one should be okay, right? Poke poke.
I just start rubbing my hands together to get some electricity going, just in case.
The maintenance worker, as soon as you start doing that, his eyes pop open.
he's okay.
And he sits up and stands and starts to shuffle out of the stairwell
Oh, wait.
away from you.
Wait.
Wait,
Don't-
wait. Excuse me. I want to I like fade into the floor and come back out in front of him. Hi.
He adjusts the fez and the chin strap.
Hi. Can I ask you some questions? I stare back. Oh, why not?
Uh-oh.
Wait.
I just
Hmm.
realized maybe. Okay, if you can't talk, can you nod your head once? Oh, they don't talk because they can't talk. Oh, I'm sorry.
That explains a lot.
Well,
Can you write? Not once if you can write. I'm gonna take that as a no.
or have you seen the security room lately? It's not in the same place it was yesterday, so I feel like the building might have had a thing today or something.
Why don't you give me a social roll?
Go, Mai, go.
How many
Go, Mai, go.
dice is that?
It's based off of your stats.
Your secondary attribute depends on 4 dice plus.
4 dice.
I don't know if you have any boons or banes that might apply. I don't think.
I only know things about the tree, but I don't think.
Yeah,
the
probably
security-
not.
Oh, so it's 2 6s
Oh,
and yeah, just 2 6s.
2 6s. Any ones?
No, it was
Okay,
a 2
good.
and a 3. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's very good. So you actually you succeed and you have control. So you can narrate for us a little bit, if you'd like, what you think the response would be. I'll give you that the maintenance worker will not speak.
Okay.
But how does this? I mean, go down a line of questioning that you think might be beneficial, and he's going to answer those questions basically as well as he can.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't really know that much about maintenance workers, but can you leave this building? Nod once for yes, and what is that? Yeah, okay, that's a yes. Okay. Can you guide us to the security room? That was a lot of bobbing. Is that a yes? Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Really quick, Usa's gonna step forward, and using her family's whole thing is like stone-based magic, so like moving the earth and stuff like that. She's going to try to create like a replica of the broken lantern, at least like what she thinks it looks like. And it's just because like I myself want to know. Have you seen something like this recently? Okay. I guess security room it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Then he'll just start shuffling off.
Wait, is he leading us to the security room, or is he just walking away? I say, already following him.
Hopefully he's leading us to the security room.
He goes out of the main entrance of the building. And walks back out toward the quad.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I would have thought it would have been upstairs. This makes more sense.
The building does like to move around.
In the center of the quad, there's a large cement pad, probably 5 foot by 5 foot. He walks up to it, puts a hand on it, and like depresses it, and it sinks a little bit and comes back up, and then it lifts up out of the ground into an opening. Looks kind of like an elevator, sort of.
Oh, an elevator. I turn to Amanda. Do you need us to hold your hands? Disappeared for a second. She's just so scared of the elevator.
There are no buttons or anything that really looks mechanical about it. It's just a box that's open on one side.
As long as
a
I
cement
don't.
box.
That's ominous, but as long as I don't short circuit anything this time, it should be okay.
Oh, okay then. I'll put my hands away, and I put several hands away.
All right.
Can it fit all of us?
It's about 5 feet by 5 feet. So
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Might be
Hex
a little
can
tight.
make himself very tiny if he needs to.
Yeah.
Okay.
The maintenance worker is already in one corner, standing very still in the back, looking at you.
I shrink myself down into this like pudgy little like shadow blob and just start like waddling off towards this elevator and just kind of like stand inside of it, turn around. Are the rest of you coming?
I duck down and my horns just kind of like scrape along the top, but it's okay because they're protected from the metal on my horns.
Usa goes and stands in like the most diagonal, far away from the maintenance worker corner possible, and is like fiddling with her snakes and like just okay, this is okay.
Just imagining like you occasionally just start tying the snakes up and like
They're fine. They like curling around each other. It's like a big cuddle. Honestly, sometimes it's just getting the knots out is the worst.
No.
I feel like-
at least you know when they're knotted because they turning blue.
Oh no, no.
Oh.
I'm gonna have so the compartment starts to sink, right? And as it sinks, there's no light. It gets very dark. I would like for all of you to make an awareness roll for me. It's going to be a really difficult roll, but this will, so like you're going to need 3 successes. But I'm just curious to know if any of you notice this.
The number in the stat is how many dice we roll.
Correct. So you may not have 3 dice potentially, but you could spend a discovery token to add 1.
I've got 2 6s so far out of 3.
Nice.
I got
And a 1.
Oh no.
I got a 6, 3 5s, and a 1.
I was going to invoke my Bane because Usa's very nervous right now. She does not like being around this maintenance worker, but I only got 2 5s, so I think it's fine.
Really?
Okay. So did anyone get 3? Oh, go ahead.
I had got a 3, 2 4s, and a 1.
Okay, so no.
Ooh,
So nobody got 3 successes, is that right? But
that would be 3 6s.
No, 5s or 6s.
Oh, I got a 6 and 3 5s.
Oh, then you got a success. You see what I was going to show you. Typo, you don't see it, but you're going to get some kind of a control type of element. I'll let you narrate that. I'll think about it for a second. I'll come back to you. Okay. Okay. So what Sabine sees, and it's probably appropriate in some ways because it's a little funky. And Sabine is a little funky too. So yeah. You notice just the slightest glimmer of green and purple from over in the corner where the maintenance worker is, while it's completely pitch dark. It could be a trick of the light or lack of it. Maybe it's your own, strange connection to technology or something like that makes it so that you see this. You don't really know, but you've never seen anything quite like it before, except, well, come to think of it, there is a distant memory of something like this from the time before.
If I shift subtly, like more towards that side, because it's not that big. So if I were to just like shift to that side, does anything change? Like if I look at my hands, do they light up different if I get closer to him?
They don't seem to.
Okay, so it's just him. I stare at him. My blue eyes probably are glowing and giving away. It's not subtle.
Yeah. Nothing, he doesn't do anything. You don't see anything different. You just see that glimmer and then it goes away. All right. For Hexed, you have a control scenario. So you didn't see the thing, but something beneficial or interesting for you happens during this moment of darkness in the concrete box elevator.
Okay. I guess Hext is I guess curious, and like he's always curious about the mysteries of the school, and I imagine he's like messing around a little bit with his little corruption and how he interfaces with things, and just like poking the walls, seeing how things are interacting with his substance.
Mm-hmm.
Because like this is not technology, not magic. I guess he's trying to figure out if it's technology or just magic.
Okay. Yeah. So the answer is no, it's not technology. Yes, it's entirely magic. And so it doesn't really interact with you the way that technology can, potentially. But it also doesn't seem to react to your otherness the way some natural things do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's different. It's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So the journey doesn't take very long. This is all a matter of, less than a minute. And there's full darkness for a second, and then there's a crack of light at the bottom of the concrete box, and then that light grows, and it's kind of a electric, like sort of a harsh blue whitish light, and you see more and more of it as the elevator descends until it is completely flush with the floor of a room that looks a lot like the DMV. There's really crappy commercial carpet, and metal chairs, and there is a desk. So the metal chairs are all lined up in rows, and then there's a desk at the far end of the room, and there are a few people sitting in the chairs.
I was wondering when we were going to get into the horror aspects of the stream.
I was going to say, this looks like a place I'd create.
I guess maybe we should take a number, or do you think we should just go ahead?
There is a number dispenser up at the front.
Usa takes a breath, smooths out her, I don't know if they wear uniforms, but smooths out her clothes and goes and takes a number. But you ever walk through a room and you're like, oh God, everybody's staring at me? She's doing that one.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Me all the time.
God.
Also, the idea of all of them in uniforms is really cute. I'm just putting it out there.
Aw.
Anyway.
I'll find an anime reference. Yes.
Excellent. I feel like everyone's kind of like, ooh, about this, and it's just over Sabine's head. She's just happily bobbing along and following. Doesn't get it.
Yeah. I think Hex is also kind of just like chill about this. He's mostly interested, looking around, seeing what's up. DMV. Huh? I'm like, he glancing at a chair. This geometry is particularly malicious here. This is designed to create actual boredom. You can see, look, it's actually spawning some boredom right there.
Narita is old-fashioned, but this is a little too far even for her.
I got a number for us, but I don't know if this is the security room, so I'm just going to hold on.
I kind of pop my head up and look over at the maintenance worker.
The maintenance worker is gone.
Oh, okay. Just disappeared. Awesome.
Well, you said there's a couple other people in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go up to the closest one and just ask, hey, is this the security room? I don't remember it looking like this.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they told me. I don't know. It's just different. I lost my wallet. Somebody stole it. I was gonna try and find it.
Oh no.
Who told you to come down here?
My friend from admissions.
Is there a glitch in your throat?
No.
Sabine, you can't just ask people if they have glitches in their throat.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, you have to ask like
okay.
this. You sound stupid just because that's the way you were born. I'm kidding.
Usa just like pushes Hex because she can't push Sabine, but like pushes Hex and Sabine all the way.
You
So,
push Hex
are you-
into Sabine, who pushes Sabine.
Yes. Yes. So is this just like a lost and found area? Like, are you waiting to talk to somebody about a lost item?
Maybe. I don't know. They just told me this is where I should come.
Hmm. How curious.
Is
It would seem
there
that they're directing everyone
anyone?
here.
Yeah. Is there? Sorry. Is there anyone behind the desk?
No,
No.
not that you can see.
Okay, but there's like anywhere that would like lead into somewhere else, or like another room would be like.
Oh yeah, there's a
behind the desk
door
or
on the
something,
left
or
side
is
of the
it-
desk. Sorry, I should have said that. Yeah.
No, it's
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. Also there's like a lot going on, so I tend to forget things. Because brain cells. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Sabine
very plain door,
is-
no window, no sign. Yeah.
Okay. Sabine is going to adjust her glasses without lenses. And she's going to walk through the door.
Hmm.
Because she has a sneaking suspicion that pulling this number meant absolutely nothing.
I didn't know she could do that too. I follow.
Okay.
Oh, wait. When you say walk through the door, do you mean like open the door and walk through, or like pass through like phase?
I opened the door.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Important
Sabine got
difference.
excited that
Okay.
you like passed through the door, and she was like, "Whoa, that's cool."
No.
No,
No,
okay.
my magic is like literally the exact opposite. I make things that are very solid.
I could try
Yeah.
to phase through a door, but I wouldn't dare try it at this school. I'd get lost probably.
So you go to open the door. The door is locked.
Sabine will phase through it
Sabine will phase through the door. Okay.
and unlock it so her friends can come in.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. You phase through the door. On the other side is a long hallway lit by maybe 2 lights. One of them flickering on and off, on and off. And yeah, you turn around and unlock the door, open it.
Okay, so I didn't think that was particularly weird. And then I'll just like gesture down the hallway. That's a little unsettling.
Yes. If there were some sort of like rock trap that was rolling down, it would flatten all of us.
That's also true.
I love Hecht's observations.
Also,
No, did we?
wait, what?
No, nothing. No worries. Carry on.
That was awesome.
I don't know why, but my eldritch senses are telling me to be very worried about something.
Well,
I turned back to
like if there's something.
I turned back to the person who we talked to earlier. Hello. What was it that you were looking for?
My wallet?
Oh,
Did
yes.
you see it?
And what is your name? No.
Just Bob.
What is your name?
Bob.
Gooseba?
Bob.
Bob?
Bob.
Ah, I see. I feel like you made up that name on the spot, but I'm not going to judge. I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to look for a wallet for Bob. Do you have a last name? Or several? I have many
Robertson?
names.
Robertson.
Bob Robertson. I'll do my best to look for your wallet. In fact, I should take you with me. You can identify it very easily then. I reached out a gloved hand and grab a hold of his and start like pulling him towards me.
He looks like he's going to hyperventilate.
Oh no!
Don't worry, friend.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Well, about to be.
Maybe we should leave him here. We'll try to find your wallet. We do have other things we need to look for. All-powerful lantern that belongs to the school. Wallet. But still important. All wallets matter.
All wallets matter.
I mean, maybe we could find the wallet while we're finding the lantern? That could happen.
That was the hope.
Yeah. Lantern first, though.
Okay.
At the very least,
Yes.
I don't want Professor Fenowitz getting mad at us again. I can't do 2 days and I can't do twice in one day. I just can't. I can't.
I mean, I've never actually talked to him, so I wouldn't know.
Are
He's
you
not that
afraid of
bad.
him?
It's not that I'm afraid of him. It's just I respect him deeply and I can't let him down. He's very good. He's a very good teacher. He asked us to do this. We should do it.
I look around. Everybody's talking about doing this. I go, well, we should do this then. And I start heading down the corridor.
We should do the thing.
Just like,
Anyone have a Julie? Because we gotta do the thing. Just kidding.
That's right.
Yes.
Love it. Love the Korra reference. Perfect. Okay. You do wander down the dimly lit, slightly flashing hallway. It's not quite a strobe light, but it's close. It makes that sort of electrical metallic sound as it switches on and off.
Sabine flinches.
The hall, as I mentioned, is very long, and the end of it wreathed in darkness. As you get toward that part of it, you notice that it's not only dark because it's far from the lights, but also because there's a corner here, as it makes a hard right.
oh, okay.
And when you look down the corridor to the right, you see a couple more lights, one of them flashing in a pattern eerily like the light in the other hall. And there's a door at the far end.
Does anyone know Morse code? Maybe the lights are trying to say something.
I see. I don't know if it's trying to say something. We should go over to that door and check it before we come to any conclusions.
Ooh, my guess is that it leads back into the room.
That's my guess too.
Also my guess. Also, this light probably needs to be fixed. No, oh wait.
Maybe we should try it. I think mine might have a point. If it has a code, we should try to figure out the code, and then you can definitely fix it because it's giving me a headache a little bit, the flashing.
Okay, wait 1 second. You guys stay here, and I'm going to go down to that door, and then we'll see if I can still see you guys. I'm going to start moving off, and I'll rush down to the door.
Okay.
Oh no, split the party.
And you're going to open it?
Yeah.
Okay. You open it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You open it, And it does, in fact, open back up into the waiting room.
Damn
I
it.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. I go go into the waiting room. I look around. I wave to the guy. Hello.
Hi.
It's good to see you again. Bye. I turn around and go back in. Okay. And I look back down the corridor. Do I still see my friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. 1 second. I'm going to go to you guys now. And I'm going to run down the corridor towards these people. Okay. And as I reach them, does anything happen with the geometry? Like you said, there's a corner, like a bend.
There is a corner.
Is the corner still there?
It is.
It
Do
might
I,
just be a loop.
So
Was it the
now that I'm coming
same?
back towards them, am I coming from this? So like there's a corner. We went this way. Then
You're coming from the side where they were already sort of around the corner, if that makes
I
sense.
see.
Oh, so the geometry is, sorry, the bend goes to the left.
Okay, so the bend
Yeah.
goes to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go this way, boom, and then I come back. Do I come back from this direction or from this direction?
From the direction you just came from.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we've established that there are 2 identical rooms that this leads to. Or there's one that is led to by one door.
I think it's a loop. I think the building made a loop, which is new. I haven't heard of it doing that before.
You should see
Oh.
what this place looks like on the 4th dimension. It's terrible, says the Eldritch Abomination.
The light flickering intensifies, and the second light, the one that was steady, goes out.
I'm gonna go fix that second light. So I walk up and I hold my hand up and use my boon. I can charge that for you and shoot some electricity back into the light.
That makes sense. Let's have you roll for it just for fun. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. So I can charge that for you with spirit. So it looks like you've got advantage. So you're just looking for 4s, 5s, and 6s on your spirit roll.
I have 2 5s and a 4.
2 5s and a 4. Okay. You reach up and you can feel sort of where the power should come through for the light, and you can feel that it is terminated somewhere with your power, and you complete that circuit, and the light turns back on. The door down the hall is now a red door. It was a gray door.
Well, that's progress. Thank you.
I play the Zelda Discovery music.
Has
Yeah.
that energy. We go through the door. Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, it's a different door. Might as well hopefully take us somewhere different.
Is it locked?
It is not.
Does it open?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. You open the door, walk inside. It is a room that is lit only by screens. And there are probably 100 screens in this room. There are no people in this room, but there are 100 screens, and all of them showing different views from around campus.
My, is this a security room?
Looks like it. I mean, ooh, I can see things. Yes. You can see the tree and the garden and ooh, you can see the cheerleaders. I think there's a game going on. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The cheerleaders are getting especially vicious in this
know.
game.
Those are some really good motion weaving. They're really talented.
They just threw that person off the court. Wow.
Oh, that hurts.
Can Sabine walk over to, is there any sort of like interface or is it just screens?
No, there is a single keyboard.
Can I go
What?
over to that
course.
and use my boon, digitize me, Captain?
You absolutely can.
And I want to roll to find if I can go through like the previous security footage and find anything having to do with the broken lantern.
Okay, there's a lot of security footage here, so this will be difficult to ask. But I think I'm going to let you use your mind attribute instead of spirit for this. Although your ability is kind of connected to both a little bit, but because of your background, I think it makes sense to use mind. So you use mind plus your digitize me, Captain. Is there anything else that might potentially assist you?
Question.
Is she
Are
looking at
there-
the footage? Oh, sorry. Go.
Oh, I was
Crystal
gonna
ball
ask
that
you-
can predict the past.
Oh.
History shan't repeat. Could I use the crystal ball?
Tell me how you would use it.
So knowing that this crystal ball can only really help with the past, and this is something that happened in the past, I think as I pull it out of my bag, it like almost seems to almost like it's plugged into my hand, and the glowing light I think would start to swirl, and as that energy courses down through my arm and into this interface, the keyboard, I think I would channel that
Okay.
to help
Yeah.
me kind of navigate the digital world. And
I'll buy it. I think so. Remember, I said this is a difficult roll,
uh-huh.
so you're actually going to need 5 successes, but you get to roll 9 dice. So hey, chances are you could potentially do it.
So many
That's a
dice.
thick handhold. That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
There's so many. Look at all of them. This is every D6 I have.
Whoa.
Okay, that's 6, 6, 5, 5, and 5. And then the rest is a 2, a 1, and a 2.
Did you say 3 5s and 2 6s?
3 5s and 2 6s.
Great. So you succeed, and you have an opportunity for control. Do you want to narrate sort of what you see, how this works out for you?
I don't know.
I'll tell you the basic part of it, and then I'll let you elaborate a little bit. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. So your consciousness of sorts slips back into the old familiar ways, and into the machine itself. You see the interaction of almost at an individual electron level, but very, very tiny interactions taking place. And you zoom around through the machine and passing through the OR gates and the AND gates of this computer. The crystal ball gives you kind of a sense of which paths to trace as you flow through, and eventually land on a cluster of videos recorded from a particular camera. This camera was mounted above the artifact, the broken lantern. What do you want to do with this cluster of videos?
I want to bring that up onto the screens so that everyone else can see what happened.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you just spread them out to all the screens. Yeah. Okay. Great. And they've got timestamps in the corner, nice and handy. So it'll show you when each time was that was being recorded. Yeah, you do. So those of you watching, Sabine kind of goes blank-eyed for a second. In fact, her eyes almost look dead as she pushes her consciousness into the computer. But after a minute, it's not very long at all. It's not even that long. It's like 10 seconds maybe. The screens light up with the same scene, exact same. Some of them, there are people. Some of them, it's the lighting is a little different, but it's all focused on the lantern as the centerpiece of the scene.
Okay.
And you come back out unless you have anything else you wanted to do while you're in there, Sabine.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You come back out and you see each of those videos has a timestamp on it. One of them is disturbingly dark. It has a timestamp, but you can't see anything else. It's actually timestamped as 5 a.m. this morning.
Do any of the screens show anyone taking the lamp?
There's one that shows a student tour moving through and talking about it, looking at it. There's one with a maintenance worker in the room. Strangely not doing any maintenance, just staring at the camera.
I stare back at the maintenance worker.
Do all the maintenance workers kind of look similar? Like, are they hard to tell apart?
They look very similar. They're not like clones or exactly the same, but they look.
I'm picturing like the Men in Black.
I don't like it.
With fences.
I already don't. It's episode 1. I already don't like it.
And there's only more to come.
We're just setting seeds. It's good. No problem. No worries.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
For that dark one, or the dark clip, is there any sound? Or is it just footage of black? Or is there anything, is there like any like specks of anything in the dark video?
Not that you can see.
Sabine, enhance, I say, slamming a fist into the console.
Rather than enhancing, do you think your lens would work on them?
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. I like hold the lens up, hold it to the one that's like, stuck. Wait. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to hold it to the lens and I'm going to try to look through it and see if I can make out anything. I don't know if there is any ability to.
Um, I'll give you a chance. It's not. It's a reach, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you access to all of the. You're going to have to invoke all of the boons and banes on the glass for this. So you'll get your 2 extra dice to roll.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get an auto 6 because of Amplify My Horror. And you're also going to get an auto 1 because your mind is left vulnerable when you use this.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going. So I guess to flavor it.
And it's a spirit roll, right?
Oh boy, spirit. To describe how I'm doing this, I'm going to hold it up and like I'm going to begin like shifting my body. My clothes dissolve into my form, and I just become a large shadowy mask with tendrils, kind of waving carelessly in an unseen breeze. Thousands of eyes opening up all along my body as I stare deep into this glass of revealing into the camera. Okay.
Okay.
Reveal to me that which lies unseen.
And I'm going to roll now. 1. That is 1 success.
So you rolled 3 dice. You got 1 success. Is it a 6?
5.
It's a 5. Okay. Did you get any 1s?
No, 2 3s.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you have 2 successes because you have your auto 6.
Mm-hmm.
And you got your 5, and then you have 1 1 because you have your auto 1. All right. There's definitely something hidden here. You bend all your will to this glass, trying to peer through it and find that which is hidden. And you sense it, you know it, that there is something, but you can't quite get a lock on what it is.
Okay. As I peer into it,
You could, sorry, let me finish one more thing. You could spend a discovery token to add another dice to your roll now, if you'd like.
Okay.
We'll give you a chance.
Let's do that. To flavor the discovery token, I am going to reach out my tendrils, and they begin to snake around the computers, inserting them, like punching through the glass and inserting themselves into the circuitry. The computer screen I'm focusing on begins to flicker, and static begins to cross its lines as I try to bend the effectively bend how reality is working right now to force the camera to show something it has not effectively recorded. So that's a 6.
All right. So not only does that give you your extra success, but it also gives you control, which I think you narrated some of that very well already. So you are bending this technology to your whim, and you see. You see that there is something covering the lens of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It is, you can tell that it is metal, and it is probably being held there because it moves just ever so slightly.
Okay.
And there is an etching that you can just distinguish in the metal.
Okay. I'm focusing on this etching. The computer is now smoking. It's bleeding, actually.
Yeah.
Like blood is pouring from the monitor.
Yeah. And the etching looks so familiar to you, and you can't think why. And then it dawns on you. It looks like what happens when you get near metal.
Huh. And there's just a huh. And the monitor blows up. Just little pieces scatter around the room. Everybody has to like dive for cover.
And
I'm just like kind of standing
also there.
Yeah, Cole Sabine just stands there.
What happened?
I didn't do it, I swear.
Oh, don't worry. That one was me. I look at like the smoldering wreckage of several computers around that one too. Yeah.
I don't think
that's what happens when I try to hack things.
I don't think the maintenance workers are gonna like that.
Oh, probably not. And I still haven't even found a wallet yet. Oh well. So
Yes, Mai?
Oh, no, I just said we should probably leave before they find us in the wreckage. Yeah.
You're right. I can't go back to jail. He gives you like a look like, am I joking? All right, am I? No, but seriously, we should get going. By the way, as we're like booking it out, by the way, what I saw there was like there was a cap on the monitor, like somebody put a thing over the security camera. It was metal and it had some corruption stains on it. Like if I touched it.
Did you touch it?
I don't remember touching it.
Maybe something.
Usually I don't sleepwalk. I just kind of invade other people's dreams with nightmares.
That makes sense. I mean, he's an eldritch horror. Like, what do you expect?
I take offense to the horror comment. Jeez.
Horror more as in just like, species. I find you quite wonderful, actually. If there was such a thing as an eldritch delight, you would be.
Oh. If I had a heart, it would be me.
So could it be do you think something corrupted tried to take the lantern? Because that's definitely a reason for concern. I mean, the whole corruption thing is weird, but if something corrupted is trying to take the lantern, I don't even know what the lantern does, but that could be an issue. We don't need our school's lantern being corrupted.
Yes, that's probably not a good idea.
Does anyone know what the lantern does?
I look slowly to the mushroom.
Why?
Actually, the lantern is considered like an artifact, right?
It's famously broken.
Is there a chance I might? Yeah. Is there a chance that I might know anything about it?
Maybe.
I only know about the tree, so.
Yeah, but like I come from an artifact family.
Yeah, you do.
So.
Let's see if maybe you might have heard and remembered something about that. Let's have you roll your mind. I'll give you family traditions to go with it.
Cool. So I get an automatic 6.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. And I got 1 5 and 1 1
and 1 1 and a 6 because you get your auto 6. Okay.
Yes.
It may have come up in casual conversation when your family was just talking about random artifacts one day. They were jamming, right? They're like, "Oh, you remember what's going on with this one artifact, so cool. And it's a shame about the artifact that the school has, the lantern, because nobody really knows how it works. But I always thought that maybe it had something to do with the absence of light instead of light or something. I don't know. It was just a supposition, but you do remember hearing that.
I think one of my uncles was talking about how the lantern, because it's broken, might like do an inverse of light. I don't know if it means like it takes away light or it holds darkness. It was kind of confusing.
Weird. That's weird. Like shadow person, like shadow, or like me shadow. He holds like a hand up of pure darkness.
I truly don't know. I think maybe shadow, but
Well, what I was thinking is like, no, I'm just spitballing here. But imagine if this was like stolen by some evil cultist or something that that's like me, but like evil. Imagine, because there's lots of them and they're everywhere. Oh gosh, I hope one of my cultists isn't doing something like this. Never
I think
mind.
your cultists are very nice.
They're terrible. They bring me child hearts.
Okay, that's not very nice.
Or
Do you think
so,
the cultist isn't as an idea? Do you think the lantern is used to see up above?
There's nothing but sky up above.
you mean like the tree branches? I mean,
I wonder if
we've
I'm
never
remembering.
really seen the sky in its full glory. It's usually obscured by the tree, so
Well, I mean, the sky is just the sky. There's nothing up there. We've known that for a long time.
yes, exactly. There's nothing up there.
I wonder if I'm remembering.
I did not glance up that direction with the lens of revealing ones.
well, I mean, I don't
maybe
know.
I remembered wrong.
I look at you over the shoulder, and like not even over the shoulder. I'm staring at you normally, but like from behind everybody else, one of my hands reaches up with my head and just kind of like mouths, "You're right."
Because like so far in her thoughts of like lantern, sky, doing the math equations meme. What does it all mean?
The Charlie Day just
yeah.
Well,
her snakes are just like going crazy. They're trying to be the yarn between her ideas.
oh no, they're getting tangled again. Okay, well,
they'll figure themselves out.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I just saw what you did.
Aww.
You're welcome. I think this is probably our stopping point for the night too.
Okay.
True. Figuring this out.
Yeah. But I think it's good. Do you mind if we do a quick, and I don't know if we want to do this on or off, I'll let Cole make the call, but I would like to do quick stars and wishes. As far as, that's just everybody can go around and say something they enjoyed about the session. That's stars, right? Or someone's particular performance or a moment that they liked or things like that. And then wishes is just, what do we want to turn the dial up on for next time? Should we do it on or off?
I think we can do that on. I think that's kind of a nice, especially like, I don't know how far into the spoopy we're going to get, but I feel like that's a nice juxtaposition,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
I think that's cute.
Touch base.
Yeah, let's do it then. Let's start with stars. And we can just go around. Let's see. I'm going to start in the bottom right corner. So we'll start with Cole this time. Any stars for anyone that you would like to give, or for any particular moments?
Oh no, I have to pick just one. Okay, first of all, like all of you, like even the introductions, I was sitting here like, oh no, they're all amazing.
They're all babies.
No. Yeah, I guess my stars is just like for this group, and I think my favorite moment. I like. I thought it was funny how we were all walking down the hallway. We were all like, that leads back. We walked around this corner and it leads back to the same exact door. Exactly so. No, it's so hard because like that moment was funny, but also like all like the descriptions and stuff of like everyone's like boons and like hearing what everyone can do. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. That's me. And I'm going to tag Amy.
Cool. Honestly, this was really fun. I really like seeing like all our. I think like it was really cool just hearing like a bunch of these ideas that we had brainstormed like come into the story, and it's like whoa, it's like existing in a thing. That's so cool. I really liked the description of Liv's hair. And like, you know, like when you do like the thing with the knots and like they get tangled, or like when they do or like when they get excited, or wait, that one part where like your hair was like greeting Hex's shadows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a dog. Like that was I really like that part. It just sounded really cute. So yeah.
You can't have like sentient hair and not get into it.
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I will tag Amanda.
Oh gosh, so there were so many things I loved about this, and I'm gonna basically mimic what Amy said, that just like the collaboration that we all did and seeing the parts that we had discussed and talked about make it into like the story. Oh, it's so good. And I think my favorite part of tonight was downhill stairwell sledding into the maintenance worker. That was an awesome moment. And yeah, like I'm so new to this, so it's like it's just kind of like really cool to see how other people get into character, especially since I wasn't really sure what direction I wanted to take mine yet. So I kind of, the fact that I could kind of blend together with everyone was really nice. I am going to move it on to Liv.
Cool. Amanda, literally, I had like an idea in my mind for my character, and then everybody was going through theirs and introducing, and I was like, oh, and we're changing in 3, 2, 1. Like opened with like a different voice, a similar energy, but different energy. So don't feel bad. Literally changed mine at the last minute. So yeah, I like really, really love this group. It's adorable because like I could definitely see all these personalities being like a club. Just like, oh, okay, like we're friends and we probably became friends through this club, but like we're still friends and it's just precious. I'm actually gonna shout out our game master because when we were a little peek behind the curtains, when we were developing the world, in my mind, the maintenance workers were like these very like almost like monk-esque people, like tenders or keepers of a temple, and I did not expect them already to kind of be creeping me out. And like I tend to be a baby about like scary things, so just a warning. But already I'm like, I don't know if I like you. Like I'm a little nervous, so that's awesome.
Cool.
Oh, and then I'm in tag typo.
Hello. First star I have to give is immediately to Will. That intro narration was amazing. Good freaking job.
The devil cheerleader and the, I can never say the word, but that like my heart.
The Nucklevy.
The Nucklevy. Love.
Yeah. That was so good.
So
and
many
for
good
things
moments.
I want for things I want to do in like the next session, I definitely want to try to play my character a little bit more high energy, because I actually kind of imagine him. He's a little bit more normal. I was playing a little more like the alien, like doesn't understand things right. I want to play him a little bit more high energy, normal person ish, still friendly. And I would like actually to play a little bit more with like the stuff like the toboggan and whatnot, with those shapeshifter abilities, just like because everybody in the party knows you can do that. So if you ever really want to go, hey, can you turn into this for me? I'm like, okay. Sure, is it to help?
I love him.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get.
We need a hang glider pronto.
Item.
Okay, I can do a hang glider. How many eyes?
None. The answer is none. Please, thank you.
I mean, when you say hang glider,
None. Did you know that in ancient Sumerian, none is actually the word for 40?
Is it really?
Yes. You're not going to Google fact check me. I know that.
You don't know that.
It's too late. I'm already taking off with the hang glider.
Someone drop a Google link in the chat now. Kiwi, I know you're in here. Get on it.
Oh my god. Oh, my face hurts from smiling.
I'm the only eldritch abomination here. Only I can see the outside world, the madness that lies beyond this Roll20 game. Well, I've Roll20 game.
That's
Close enough.
true. You would be like ancient Sumerian, and we'd be like, what? What's that?
Yes, I'm older than the cosmos. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to Earth, but hey, yeah, technically older.
Honestly, who's paying attention to Earth? I hear that that's a terrible, terrible show. It has bad ratings.
I was busy watching Stars Be Born.
But there's a lot of drama.
There's a lot of drama.
Drama. It's like a soap opera. It just never stops.
I know. Every episode is just like another cliffhanger. It's like, what's gonna happen next?
And then you can't stop. It's like watching a train wreck.
It's just like the days start coming and they don't stop coming.
Back to the ground, and I hit the ground running.
We want to go in reverse order for wishes. So Typo, I think I got yours. That would go back to Liv.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
wishes.
I just want to go deeper, but I feel like that's gonna happen anyway. But I just have questions. What are the maintenance workers? What's going on? I'm just curiosa, soy curiosa.
See? All right.
Amanda.
Amanda, yeah.
Oh gosh. I kind of am so excited to start getting more into the tree and seeing how that plays out for me. And like I said, learning kind of what my character was. I originally, full disclosure, was totally a Tempest cleric. I was playing in a D&D campaign, so I was picturing her being a pirate. So I was like, oh, I have no idea how to do that. So I'm going to play her a little bit more frazzled technophobe, I think, going from here on out. So
you just got to go, yar.
I like it.
Yar.
Also, the anxiety in this group. Relatable.
We all have so much anxiety, and I can't wait for when the really spooky stuff starts happening.
Sister, I don't get why they think we're all full of anxiety. I mean, you and I are perfectly fine.
You fucked up a perfectly good ghost. Look, it has anxiety.
Who put anxiety in my ghost? I did not. I specifically asked.
That one would actually be legitimately my bad.
No.
Do not read our backstory.
I think Amy was next.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like I should have fleshed out my backstory more. When Typo first started talking, and I was like, words are still coming out of his mouth, and they're all so good. What do? So yeah, that too. I'm also really curious about the treaty as well. So yeah, pretty excited for
Cool.
that.
I
really
got
want to learn
that.
more.
Got that.
Uh,
Excellent. Anything else? Then it's cool. If not, but if you have something else, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was looking down and didn't see you were. I'm dumb. I'm bad. Sorry.
Huh?
You're perfect. Don't change.
Yeah, wait, what?
Don't talk about my friend that way.
You literally did nothing. I don't understand.
I
You
was
did
just
nothing,
like,
and I
I
love
was
you for
I
this.
was skipping ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Gosh.
Nice.
Everyone covered. Da, 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 da. It's just like circus music playing in my head. Yeah, the maintenance workers, and there's like stuff that we talked about that I'm like super interested to see like how that comes into play. I'm super interested in this broken lantern and the inverted light concept. I won't say more for spoilers, but I cannot wait to dig into the rooms that are not explored and the tree, and I'm just very curious about all of this.
Yeah.
Also, the DM should also get stars and wishes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair.
The star is you.
I like the stars clearly me. My wishes was for better players. Come on now.
Wow. Wow, I am so terrible. Okay.
No, that's just typo.
I can't help it. I'm made of concentrated evil.
It's true. It's true. No, I love it. The way that you all brought your characters to life was amazing. Again, like the intros for sure were fantastic. Just the way that you all just sort of dove right into them and played them just to the nines. I felt and it's perfect. I think given kind of our setup and thank you for both being willing to kind of explore the creepy and the spooky a little bit, right? And it's not my I don't consider this to be my best style of GMing, right? So I'm very thankful that all of you are on board and contributing to that and helping us make it, I think hopefully really fun for the viewers and yeah, just this world that you put together, right? And I say we, but these 5 folks are the ones that really made this world, right? I just helped them find it, right? A little bit with some rules. I love it though. I adore it. And it's been a lot of fun. And I really enjoyed writing that introduction because it was just, there was so much to pull from. It was perfect. It was great. As far as wishes go, more time to play. That's what I want. So we'll, see you next week.
Oh, and then shout out to people who donated. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
Absolutely.
to
in chat.
everyone who rated and everyone who donated. Thank you so much. Don't forget to come back on Friday. We're going to be playing Galère des Sorcières, which is a game about some witches. I think the French translates to Gallery of the Witches.
Ooh.
I think. So that's going to be led by Level 1 Geek on Twitter, Tori. So she's going to be guiding our players through that. And
Level 1 Geek is amazing.
So I'm super excited. We have a great cast. And hashtag roll with your heart.
And I believe Dan is going to take us on a raid to Saving Throw Show. So stick around for that, folks. And I'm the man behind the cloth.
All right, thank you.
And we'll be starting 6 to 9. So we're going to be doing that. And
goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be
Bye.
watching.
Bye. Yikes.
I was thinking of who was that in Monsters Inc.
Oh, Celia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. In like my crazy like head canoning, I don't think Usa picks her, like does her hair.
We are